And let's just start with a nice big inhale. Bring the arms up overhead. Big inhale, reach up. And then take a little bit over to your right. Oh, feel that awesome stretch through the left side of the body. Knees are nice and soft. And then inhale up center and take it over to the left. Stretching through the right. Nice. And then we'll inhale up center. We'll take an exhale. Big forward fold down. Reach down for the ground. Allow your hands to come onto elbow and elbow. So reaching for opposite elbow. Feet about hip width distance or a little bit more. We're going to take that big circle. I call it sunrise. So we're going to rotate our body over to the right side. So our left elbow comes forward and then follow the left elbow all the way up, straightening through the body, and then bend the knees, bending down as we come down. And we'll do that 2 more times that direction. So I love to do this because it just moves the body all the way through. And then as you come back down this last time, we'll just reverse the order. So that right elbow will lead us up and over. Just getting all that movement through the entire body 3 times this way. And we'll go into a little bit of standing plie work. All the way up and down. Release the hands to the ground. Inhale, lift your chest up halfway. Allow your feet to walk in a little bit underneath your hips. Sink your knees down, your glutes drop down. Lift the chest, bring the hands into the quads and press up from there. Awesome. Then we'll step out and start with some basic plies. So from here, toes turn out, straight down, straight up. So just getting a little standing leg work. So we'll do some standing, really focusing on the inner thighs. And then we'll come to the ground and really focus on the outer thighs. Welcome. We've got Lisa and Allie, Kathleen, Mary, Kristen, Indy, Leslie. Welcome, Aaliyah. We've got Evie. I said it right, I think, right? Yes. Erin, Alyssa, Vicky, Maggie, Katie, Anne Marie, and Darlene. And it makes sense that it's Evie because it's Evelyn. Oh, we got Kinsey here too. And sister, we got you both. Awesome girls. Are you both working out? One of you's eating a lollipop. Right here, my friends. 15 more seconds. Working that inner thigh. Up and down, squeeze the inner thighs. Nice, right there. 5 to go. 3, 2, and 1. We'll toe heel it in using those feet. Bring the heels together, let the toes come out. And start those little, I call these the ballerina plies. Again, we're straight down, straight up. Hands could be right here in front of you to start. Nice. Keeping the heels on the ground. So we're kind of working our ankle flexibility. How low can we go and keep the heels on the ground? Let's bring those arms up overhead. A little more work in the arms. And then we'll start to add a heel lift to this. So as we come down, lift the heel, come up and lower the heel. Down, lift, and up. So this is a little bar type movement here, but it's taking those frogs, the frog movements from the floor, right? And it's putting them in a standing position. You got it right here. A few more. We just have 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Let your feet parallel. Let's go into a little side lunge. Sweep the heel in. Side lunge, sweep the heel in. So a little bit bigger movement. Get that blood really moving through your body. And then we'll be coming down to our traditional mat work on the ground. Right there. So as you lunge, press the bottom back, hinge forward. Yes, you got it. You all look amazing, my friends. Right here. Good. And sweep, activating that inner thigh. Now we will get a little bit more of the inner thigh from the floor, a little bit more of the frog position. We're just getting a nice warm up here in the beginning. Welcome, Sarah. 10 seconds this side. We'll take it into the other side and then come down to the ground, or we'll stay the rest of class. 3, 2, and 1. Switch it out, other side. Side lunge, sweep the heel in. So we're getting that rotation through the heel, right? The foot is parallel when it lands. Rotate at the hip to sweep the heel in. Good. Welcome, Ellen. right here. Nice. A little bit of cardio. Just getting that body nice and warm. We're halfway there, 30 seconds to go. Using those joints, warming up the hip joints. Awesome, Allie. Looks great, Lisa. You got it, Kathleen and Mary. Right here. 15 seconds to go. Are we warm? Is our blood pumping? Yes, it is. Hang on, right here. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. We're going to come down to kneeling. Right here at kneeling, working our quads a little bit, working kind of some strength and some flexibility in the quads. Bring those arms up into I Dream of Genie arms and turn sideways so you can see this here. Feet can be flat or curled under if you feel more stable that way. We have a straight line, a board from our shoulders to our knees. Lean back, pull up. Lean back, pull up. Now what we want to avoid doing is this. We're not sitting down, right? We're hinging. The only joint moving is the knee joint. Now, if this is uncomfortable on your knees, right, you can be doing a little bit of this standing. You're not going to go as far, right? But you're getting just that little off-center balance, right? Just play with that balance there a little bit. And if you're standing, you can lift up the ball of the foot. Nice. If you're right here, you're good to go. We got just a few seconds to go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, my friends, come on down onto your right side. You can be on your elbow, or you can be laying all the way down here in the beginning. We're just going to start with a little lift and lower. Straightening that right leg out, point it up, flex it down. So on your elbow, or all the way down if you like. So we're going to be working through this left thigh for about 5 minutes. Then we're going to do a little bit of the frog in the middle and then work through the right side. This will take us a little bit past that halfway point and it'll take us to our break time. Nice. Lift and lower. We're going to rise this up a little bit higher in 10 seconds. You can, of course, stay all the way down where you are. 2, and 1. We're going to bend the foot parallel. If you want to stay down here, you're going to push back. Push back. Now, if you want to come up, bringing a little bit more oblique into it, you bring your right leg a little forward, press up onto your hand. Now my oblique has to work a little harder. If I want my oblique to work even harder, right, I set taller. Maybe I use no hands at all. I can only do that for a few seconds. That's pretty tough, but you are welcome to do it right there. Right, so the taller we go, the more the oblique works. And I'm just like, I'm kicking a door shut, just kicking back, kicking back. The higher, the more you feel the oblique. Try not to crunch your hand, right? I'm trying to be light on, I'm trying to use my core to hold me up. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Now we're just going to straighten and bend, straighten and bend, or I can be down here, right? I can stay down for all of it. And I'm like blending in with the black bottom part of my mat. Can y'all see my leg moving, right? Or up here, it's a little more into the oblique. Welcome, Jen. You got it. Oh, it burns good. Hang on. Woo. We still got 30 seconds to go, right? If it starts to become like a little bit too much through here, if you come down onto your elbow, it gives you a little bit more space. You can't even come all the way down, right? It's still working the hip, but it takes some of that pressure out through here, through the oblique. You got it, 12 seconds. We got a knee to heel tap, and then we're gonna come into the inner thigh a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Now, I might need to adjust my knees a little bit. I'm going to tap knee to knee, heel to heel. knee to knee, heel to heel. I know, hang on. Hang on. If you need to take a second, kind of pat it out and try to come back into it. We're going to change. We're going to change more into our inner thigh in a moment. So hang on. We're almost there. I know it burns. Remember, you can be down here. The lower you are, gives you a little bit more release through the obliques. You got it. The higher you are, get you more in. Right there. You got it, Vicky. So awesome. Maggie, Malia, Abby. You got it, Leslie, Indy, Kristen. Hang on right here. 15 seconds. Come on. Come on. I know we're going to get a little bit of release on this leg. Not much, but a little bit. And then we'll get even more release. So hold on right here. 3, 2, and 1. Now we're all going to come to a seated position. The left leg, we're going to flip it open. So now my knee is open and we're going to get a little inner thigh pulse here. Sit nice and tall. So this is just kind of to finish the inner thigh off from all that stuff we did earlier. So we're going to try to sit nice and tall. Now, if this is too much, like on the low back, too much of a strain, you can always take your thumbs into your low back, lean back onto your forearms. Again, this gives a little bit more space in the torso, and it might feel better on the back. What we want to try to avoid doing is this, right? All rounded. We do want our chest up. 20 seconds to go. Welcome, Sarah. You got it. Ellen, Anne-Marie, Sarah C. And welcome, Sarah Z. Hang on right here. Come on, 10 seconds. We're going to go into the other leg. 3, 2, and 1. So let that left leg just lay lightly in front of the right leg. Take a little lean forward. Ooh, oh, you can go ooh and ah. Ah, that was tough. All right, good news. One leg is down. Maybe not good news. We got 2 legs. Come on over onto the left side. We'll all start down low. So on the elbow or laying all the way down. We'll start with our point and flex. So your legs can be a little straighter for this one. The top leg's really straight, point it up, flex it down right there. You got it. Perfect. Awesome, Darlene, Jen, Sarah Z. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Bring it up, flex it down. Hang on, we're a little bit over halfway. Then we'll have that option to come more into the seated, more into that mermaid position, or you can stay down. I can't like point and flex my foot and talk at the same time. Every time I start talking, I start doing really weird things with my foot. All right, here we go. 12 seconds. Oh, it already burns. We just got started. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is where we'll bend that front leg in front of us a little bit more. Bend the top leg, kind of press back through your heel, right? So this is where you can stay down or we start to rise up, which is going to bring more work into the oblique. Now, if you came up on the first side, try to do on the second side the same thing you did on the first side. We don't want our obliques lopsided here. And then, of course, you could, try to set all the way up, complete balance. Like I said, I can only do a few of those. You might be able to do more. We got it right here. Nice. I'm breathing hard. My zone says I'm not. That's the thing about mat Pilates. I'm like, there should be like a gauge. If you do wear the my zone, there should become some kind of like a little switch where we say, this is Pilates. It burns. I can't help it if my heart's not beating fast. It burns. Woo. I should get bonus points for the burn. 2 and 1. Now we're going to straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. And at any time you need a little break from being up tall, come on down. Still feel it, but it gives you a little bit more space. And then maybe back up tall. Ooh, this gets right into our outer glute, our outer thigh. So our gluteus minimus and medius. We have a TFL, a little tensor fasciae lata, that runs right through here. That sometimes can be a little sticky and a little not super friendly. So if you need to take a moment and massage it out, do so, and then come back in. We got it. We got knee to heel coming up, and then we get a little bit of release from the glute as we get into the inner thigh. 10 seconds right here. And then we'll get our just past halfway point break. And we're going to focus more on front and back, belly and back. All right, here we go. You can kind of make that adjustment, feet a little bit more to the side, knee to heel, knee to heel. Or down here, right? Just getting that little line up. Gets right into that rotator right there. So you can put your thumb on it and go, yes, that's where it burns. Nice. You got it. You can stay down. You can come back up. Over. Works for you. You can take a quick little pat out if you need to. Right? And then try to come back into it. I've been doing these, I've been doing these leg things since high school. It was a lot of years ago. They still burn. They never stop working. Oh, come on. Used to do them with Jane Fonda. Well, Jane Fonda, VHS, y'all, not even a DVD. 3, 2, 1. This is where we'll all set up if you're down. Open that right leg out. Lift and lower right here. Now this is where we sit nice and tall, or you can come down onto your elbows. But they must work, because if y'all seen Jane Fonda, she's like in her 80s and she is in amazing shape. Yeah, someone else had the VHS DVD too. Yeah, someone else that's at least a little bit closer to my age. My kids have no idea what a VHS tape is. We actually have some VHSs from when they were little bitty. We need to get them put onto DVDs. Yeah, I love it. All of y'all remember Jane Fonda. Yes, I love her. So I like to watch, what's that show now that she's in with Lily Tomlin on Netflix? I'm going blank on the name of it. It's really funny. All right, here we go. 8 seconds. Hopefully that entertains you a little bit to get you through. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grace and Frankie, that's what it's called. Lay that right leg slightly in front of the left. Take a little forward fold. I'm going to give you a brief break to grab a drink. Ooh, and we're going to give our legs a bit of a break. We're going to come into some arms and then belly and back. Right there. So grab a drink, my friends. Yeah, if you haven't seen Frankie and Grace, is it Frankie and Grace or Grace and Frankie? I forget which one comes first. Martin Sheen is in it, Lily Tomlin, Jane Fonda, Sam, what's his last name? Anyway, it's funny. All right. So our legs are pretty tired. Our core is even a little bit tired, and we are going to work our core a little more in a minute. So please feel free to do these arm farms in this cross-legged position. That will give your legs and your belly a little bit of a break. However, if you're like, no, I still want to make my legs more active and my core more active, then take those legs and lengthen them out long in front of you. I'm going to start there. Can't promise I'll stay there. Let's go into some circles forward. So what we want to do, if those legs are extended, right, we want to kind of like avoid this. We do want that chest lifted, back straight. And then at any time you need a break from that, you can crawl your legs in. You could also choose to stand or sit in a chair for this portion of class as well. Nice. 5 more seconds forward. Hands or palms are flexed, pressing through the palm of your hand, the heel of the hand, and then circle backwards. We got about 5 minutes here on our arms. We're 30 seconds in. They already burn. We got this. We got it. Yes, we do. Come on. Let's talk to myself. Cheer yourself on here. You can do it. Awesome, Vicki, Maggie, Katie, Kenzie. I love it. Awesome, Melissa and Erin. Hang on. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take the pinky, and I'm holding my thumb and first finger together. Pinky helicopters. So I call these helicopters. Open that chest. You may not be able to reach the thumbs together, right? Because I don't want you to have to raise your hands way up here. I want you to keep your elbows down. And it's totally fine if the thumb and first finger don't come very close together. You can see mine aren't. Right? But I'm getting that open and close through my chest. Lots of back work, chest work, shoulder work, core work, holding us up tall. You got it right here. Hang on, 15 seconds. You can probably guess we're going to get a prayer pulse in here. It's coming. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring the forearms together. Pulse up. So we're trying to keep shoulders or elbows at shoulder height and higher. Back to shoulder height, higher, shoulder height, higher. The whole time trying to squeeze those forearms. Now they may come out a little bit. That's okay, but try to squeeze them together as much as you can. Now, if you need a posture break, right? You can come up to kneeling. You can come up to standing. You do not have to stay seated for all of this. We are about halfway through our arm farm. So hang on, my friends. We're getting close. Right here, 12 seconds to go. Whew. Now we see if that little shake. I have to do it. We're going to switch this up a little bit. 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to come into the bicep. So now bring the pinkies together. Open and close. Open and close. Now, when we close, right, it's pretty easy to get the elbows squeezed together. When we start to open, those elbows want to open out. Try to keep them in. Try to squeeze them together as much as you can as you open and close. Open and close. Good. You got it right here. You can say, I'm not sitting all nice and pretty with long legs anymore. I'm pulling my legs in. We are so close, my friends. Woo, it burns, it burns. We got it. We're going to go into our triceps to finish up our arms. 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. You can come to a wall. You can come onto knees or toes for tricep push-ups. So elbows are going to hug the rib cage. Hands are right underneath the shoulders. Elbows hug the ribs, push up. Now this is a lot of work, even on the knees, right? You can do this on a wall. You can 100% do it on a wall. You could also come to your back and imagine pressing a weight up and pulling a weight down. Just imagine, press into the air and pull down. Press into the air and pull down. So that's another option if these push-ups just don't feel good and you don't want to come to a wall. Otherwise, knees can be kind of out longer than the hips, or knees can be right under the hips. That shortens the tricep stance. So not only are tricep push-ups tough, right? We just did 4 minutes of arm work before the tricep push-ups. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. All right, 2 options. We're going to come onto our belly. If that does not feel good to you today, you can come up to stand or kneeling. We're going to pull and push, pull and push. If you're okay coming down to the belly, right, we're going to lift the chest, pull and push. So this is going to bring more work in through the back, through the core, through the glutes, but it may not feel good to you to lay on the belly. So no worries. Just come up to your knees or even standing, pull and push. So still getting a little bit of arm work, right? But we're moving more into the back. If you're on the floor, your nose is just hovering a few inches above the ground. Good news, we got stretch after this class, 15 minutes, Stretch Express. Hang on, and we just have a couple more minutes to go right here. 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna let the upper body rest. If you don't wanna lay on your belly, you could be on hands and knees or even standing for donkey kicks. If you're on the floor, you can bring your heels together for what I call those little whale tails or mermaid tails, right? We're going to push up. Now, if you're standing, you can alternate, or 30 seconds right here on one side. I'll tell you when to switch. So you could be standing or on your knees. right here. So we're just bringing that into the low back and into the gluteus maximus a little bit more. We got the medius and the minimus on our side, and we got some maximus with our standing plies, just a little bit more gluteus maximus and low back work. Here we go. If you're doing a single side, switch sides if you were doing one side. Otherwise, just keep on going here. Little hamstring, little glute, little low back work. Hang on, we're so close, my friends. We got 10 seconds to go. We're gonna flip over onto our back, finish up with a little bit more core work, right? We've been getting our core through everything, but a little more. 3, 2, 1. Coming over to your back or a seated position for our basic bicycle. So on your back, fingers behind the head, knees at tabletop. Reaching opposite shoulder to opposite knee. If being on your back doesn't feel good, right? We can do this seated. Opposite shoulder to knee. And you can even do this standing, right here on our stand. Opposite shoulder to knee. Keep it going right there. Just want to make sure these are messages that I saw and did not miss. Yeah, they were about Jane Fonda. I love Jane Fonda, y'all. My mom probably still has my Jane Fonda exercise VHS tape somewhere in her house. Right here. Cindy Crawford had an exercise tape. I used to do hers. We got it right here. Nice. All right, my friends, this is it. Come on, give me 15 seconds right here. Yes, you can. Just a little bonus 15 seconds. Not enough time for another move. So we're just going to bonus it out right here. You've got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you prefer to be seated, you can reach down, tuck your chin in between your knees. Or if you're good with being on your back, reach up, grab those feet, happy baby. Just to invite all of that release into the body. 2 more breaths. Now, if you're on your back, you'd like to stay here, you can go ahead and straddle it out, getting some hamstring, some inner thigh. If you're seated, you can straddle it out here and you can fold forward. So whichever position, if you want to come up, if you want to stay on your back, just lengthening through the legs, taking a full leg stretch. Feels kind of nice to just maybe lay on the floor for a minute. And then we'll gently bring our legs in together. Can roll on over, pressing back into a puppy, bottom in the air, or child's pose if you like that better, or pushing back off a wall. Get that nice stretch through the arms. If you have time, 5 minutes after this class, 12:05, we have Stretch Express. So come on, join for that. It's not too late to sign up. If you aren't on West Coast time and it's hard for you to sign up, just let me know, I can add you. Just type in the chat box, say, hey, add me, and I can. Otherwise, it's not too late to sign up. You can sign up through the website, but I know if you're not on West Coast time, sometimes it's a little tricky on the app, but I can always add you. All right, my friends, from here, slowly make your way up. We are out of time. Shrug your shoulders a couple of times. So if you need some more stretching, I'll see you up in just a couple of minutes. If anybody needs an ad, let me know. I can add you. Otherwise, have a beautiful day. I'll see you all soon. Bye, everybody. You were amazing. Alyssa, did I give you a shout out? Some of you snuck in on me. See you all soon, friends.